I've actually visited northwest Syria more than 25 times. And these visits are a very good opportunity to enable us to engage directly with the communities themselves, particularly, of course, women-led organizations and female-headed households, but also to improve coordination and ensure there's better monitoring of the aid program. And, you know, these visits, as I say, have indicated that what people want, you know, above all, in addition to material assistance, is what we call protection, which is a feeling of safety and security to enable them to relive their lives. I remember when I was in Idlib after the escalation in October 2023, which is the most significant conflict escalation in the previous 4 years. And when you talk to women and children in the shelters, this is what they tell you. They want to go home. But ideally, they want to go home to where they originally came from. But if they're unable to do that, they want to go home to where they've been displaced from within Idlib. But at that time, they said they didn't feel safe to do so. So this is also a sort of key part of our work. I would say that, you know, every time you talk to members of community inside northwest Syria, they express concern over the cuts in food aid. And what this has meant is that, you know, there are 3.6 million people in northwest Syria who are food insecure, but we've only been able to target the most severely food insecure, which is 600,000 people. And these are the people that will slip into starvation if they are not supported. We have heard that there are 160 health facilities that will close unless funding is received by the end of June. Last year, we were able to reach, I think, 2.5 million people regularly with humanitarian assistance. And this year, because of the lack of funding, that's gone down to 1 million people. I think the other key aspect of our work is access. You know, we need to ensure that we gain access to the most vulnerable people throughout Syria, and certainly in the northwest. This means cross-line, but particularly cross-border, because it's only through the continued operation and the cross-border operation that we are able to meet the most vulnerable, and these are the most vulnerable people in northwest Syria on the scale that's needed.